morning, everybody. Today is day one of a 3-day lesson that we are going to do on ratios, equivalent ratios, and unit rate. So today we are going to talk about ratios. There are three main ideas that I want you to take away from today. The first one is that ratios are a comparison of two numbers. Like if we're comparing the number of boys in our class to the number of girls in our class. The second is that when you write ratios or solve ratios, the order that you write your numbers in matters. And the third is that ratios can be simplified just like the work that you've done previously in the 6th grade with fractions. Just like we can simplify fractions, it's the same method. So a ratio is a comparison between two numbers, and we can write them three different ways. We can write them as with the word 2 in between the numbers, with a colon in between the numbers, or we can write them as a fraction. They all mean the same thing. An example of this would be that each of these pictures on this slide represents either a UK or a U of L fan in our classroom. So we want to know, what is the ratio of U of L fans to UK fans? So if we compared U of L and UK fans in our classroom, we would see that for every 5 U of L fans in our classroom, there are 3 UK fans. The ratio of U of L to UK fans is 5 to 3. Now the second idea is that the order matters. In this problem, we are looking at the ratio of squares to circles. So there are 4 squares and there are 3 circles. Now since the question asked us for the ratio of squares to circles, we need to list the number of squares first. So the ratio of squares is 4 to 3. Our third idea is that ratios can be simplified, just like fractions. In this picture, we have some baseballs and footballs. If we're looking for the ratio of baseballs to footballs, it's 2 to 4, or 2/4. This can be simplified by using the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of 2 and 4 is 2. So we would divide the top and bottom of our ratio by 2, and we would get 1/2. This means for every 1 baseball, there are 2 footballs. Take a second and look at this picture and see if you can determine the ratio of pennies to coins. If you said 5 pennies to 15 coins, you're correct. So we could also write that 5 to 15 or 5 over 15. If you simplified this ratio, it would be there is 1 penny to every 3 coins, or 1 to 3. What are some ratios that you could use with this picture? 5 red circles to 6 stars. 4 green to 5 red circles. Or you could say that there are 6 stars to 15 total shapes. Now let's watch a video.
And we're going to learn about ratios. And let's say we've got 6 girls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 boys, 1, 2, 3. So we have 6 girls and 3 boys. And ratios are a way to compare 2 or more things. And so, for example, if we wanted to talk about the ratio of girls to boys, there's a bunch of ways we can write it. We could say Well, the ratio is 6 to 3 because there's 6 girls, 3 boys. Another way we can say it is we could say 6 to 3 like this. And another way we could say it is 6 to 3. Okay, so all of these things mean the same thing. There are 6 girls and 3 boys. What if I wanted to know the ratio of boys to girls? Well, in this case, I would say then the ratio is 3 to 6. 3 to 6 and 6 to 3 are not the same thing. They're different. Here there's 3 boys and 6 girls. And if I wanted to know the ratio of boys to girls to total, well, how many boys are there? There are 3 boys. How many girls are there? There are 6 girls. And what's the total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ratio is 3 to 6 to 9.